Hey guys, and welcome to episode 24 of Zerganan's Feed the Beast Season 1 Let's Play. I have good news and bad news today. Couple things, real quick first. My my tree cart farm had actually stopped. I mean, he was still running in circles, but he didn't have any blade durability. So I definitely want to see if I can handle that. So for the bad news. I don't see wood anywhere on here. And that's because it's right here. And if you watch, this goes down quite quickly. So that's one thing. The another piece of good news is I do have now sweet chestnut saplings, 4 of them, so I can go ahead and create a chestnut tree. And one other piece of good news, this guy does have a whole bunch of oak because I just repaired his cutting blades. So let's go ahead and grow this, and then I have one more piece of bad news. And let's go ahead and put this tree... let's put the chestnut tree back here. Now these are supposed to grow taller, I believe, than the walnuts. We'll see how it grows. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit taller than the walnuts. That's actually quite a bit of leaves. That's a lot of leaves. That would give me a lot of chestnuts. Okay, so now we have that. Ooh, that's cool too. Maybe I might change that out. These are supposed to give more seed oil than the walnuts. With that being said, leads to our last bit of bad news, hopefully. I did some research, and if we go here and look how much seed oil we have 62 buckets. If we look at how much creosote I have, 775 buckets. Now, a good part of it is because I'm running 4 of these coke ovens, and they're making charcoal, which I'm using quite a bit, but they're also making the creosote. Now, if you look up the seed oil, and we just look at the bucket here. Actually, let's just look at a capsule. So if we right-click, it'll tell us what it's used for. So we can transport it in a cart. We know that. We can use it as fuel. We can transport it in a mixer with a cart. It's seed oil. We can use it in a carpenter to make impregnated casings. That's one of the big things that we wanted, was impregnated casings, impregnated sticks. So we can use seed oil in the carpenter for impregnated casings. An escritor. We're only going to need 1 of those. So it's not a huge deal. I mean, I can take a little bit of seed oil and make 1. Impregnated sticks. We know we needed those. Stamps, not really. So that's it. Basically, is basically we can use it for 2 things: impregnated casings and impregnated sticks. So we already knew that. That's why we were going for seed oil. However, if we go to creosote, and I just look up same thing. Where's the wax capsule? If I look up creosote, I can make wooden ties and torches. And if we go to the carpenter, wooden ties, obviously, impregnated sticks, and impregnated casings. The whole reason we were going for seed oil. Now this is a change to forestry. It didn't used to be that way, that you could use creosote oil in exchange for the seed oil. But now with that being the case, we no longer need seed oil. So it's kind of one of those situations of at this point it's probably better for me to just stop working on it. So what do I do with the farm? Unfortunately, I at this point don't know just yet. So I did tell the squeezer to turn off just because if I do get some walnuts, I wouldn't. I mean, they're still food, right? And if I still need seed oil in the future, it's not a big deal uh, to go ahead and squeeze some up. So with all of our problems and everything else, it doesn't hurt for us to build up walnuts in the meantime. One thing we cannot let go though is this wood. I mean, he just dropped off, and you can sit here and watch, and it just goes down. So we need to get a handle on this wood. So let's go ahead and make some rails, because we need to get the bigger area that he has, obviously, the more trees that can grow. So let's go ahead and look here. And we just want some standard rails, right? At least for now. I did just hit rail, and I don't see it. So we have the wooden rail beds. Oh, they're called tracks. Duh. I'm thinking railcraft. Okay, so we want to make tracks. So we need some standard rail. Do we have any of that? We have a little bit. So we should be able to make some tracks. That should get us going for right now. As far as the standard rail, I believe we need iron, which, as you can see, we have quite a bit now. And we do it in the rolling machine. And I believe it's like that. Yeah. So let me split this in half, and I'll go half here, half here. And that'll make us a couple. So let's go ahead and go out here and we'll set this up. I'm just going to set up the initial parts that we need first, and then I'll show you guys how I'm able to make the cart go in the direction that I need for it to continue, and make sure it goes down every path. Okay, so I ran out of rails, but this will get me a good little start. This will be, looks like 1, 2 loops. So let's go sleep through the night, and then what I'll do is I'll grab a couple of these split tracks. What are they called? Let me see. They are called switch tracks. So I'll go ahead and grab a couple of switch tracks, and then I also am going to want one of the motors, or 2. So I'll go ahead and grab those, and I'll meet you back out here. Okay, guys. Now, I have everything I need, and I want to set it up. But I want to make sure that the cart goes down each and every path, right? Because otherwise, he's just going to have trees grown over down there, and not going to be harvesting them up. So what's the point of having that path? So the easiest way to tackle this is to do just like anything else in Minecraft. Start with what you already have and build up, or start with the bottom and build up. So we already have these 2 loops that are connected, and the way that it works is he goes down there, drops off, comes down this way, and goes all the way down here, goes down this way, and then this will turn him to go this way, and from here he'll go around that way, and then come and he'll turn to go that way. Does that make sense? So he'll kind of go like this loop, right? And so we want to add in one more section to it. So the first thing that we need to do is, we know that when he needs to go down this way, because when he comes down here, he's going to turn that way, right? So we need to find out a way to make him keep on coming down this way, and then on the way back, turn up that direction. So the way that we would do this, and I'm just going to make sure, okay, we put a switch track here, and then a regular track here. So that means that now he'll come straight, right? He'll go down this way, he'll go all the way around, hit this, and start going this way. But this is facing the wrong way. And if we whack it with a crowbar, it turns it, right? But he can still go straight. It just means that if he's coming down this way, he'll turn that way. So what we wanted to do is we want him to, when he's coming down this way, to turn up that way. And to do that, we need a lever. And we switch it. And you can see the difference. This way, he can go straight, and he can go straight back this way. But if we turn it this way, he can go straight this way. But when he goes back, he's forced to go down this path. So there we go. So we have one more added, and now we need to add another one. So now we need the same thing. We need to make sure that he goes down this path, so that way when he comes back, he'll loop back down, right? So basically he'll do like a zigzag pattern. So we do the same thing. We need to make sure that he goes down this one. So we go ahead and put a switch track down, and we hit it with a crowbar so it turns the right direction, and switch it so that he has to go down that way now. And I'm going to clean these up because I don't know where he wants to place the trees, and I don't want these to be in the way. So now, this should go ahead, and here we do need a switch track as well. And that looks right, because he'll come all the way down to the end, and he'll start going down this way, forced to go up that way, come back down, forced to go up that way, come back down. And then from here, he'll just, do his loop and then back this way. So let me go ahead and make sure that that's what he does before we go and add on any more. We want to make sure that we have the little parts right. So let's see what he's doing over here. And he's just cutting down this tree, looks like. So we're giving him a minute, and I'll go ahead and make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to. And look at that. He's already going down the right track. I did just change out my boiler so that it uses coal instead of charcoal, because we have no wood. So making this bigger should help with that. He'll use more time collecting rather than running around. We also need to make him faster. It might not be a bad idea to put more than one. With a track this big, I very easily could. And then they most likely wouldn't run into each other. So as you can see, he went ahead and went up one way. And I'm just gonna put this here so I can go ahead and put down the lights. What I like to do is let the cart put down the trees first, and then I'll put lights in between, because he's not gonna put more trees right there. Right, so this makes sure that it's well lit. It actually helps the trees grow, because now they have a lot of light, so they can grow even at night. So let's go ahead, and while he's planting that, so we know he's doing the right thing. So now what we need to do is we need to put another switch track here. And let's see. Here we want him to... basically what we're doing is the exact same pattern, because we know it works. Alright, so every other one, we want a motor. So with this one, we don't need a motor. With this one, we do. And we need to flip it around. And turn on the motor. And then with this one here, we don't. Here we do. And we need to turn it around. So you can kind of get the idea. One goes one way, one goes the other, and the one that that kind of faces this direction, with that kind of curve here, that one needs the motor. And we're almost done here. And there we go. So he should come all the way down here next pass. And you can see that now, I mean, we're already starting to grow more trees. It's already a huge difference. Now, obviously, he hasn't dropped anything off, so we're still not doing very well there. But if we look here, he should start collecting a lot more wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and place all the lights down, so that way this is well lit. Make sure he gets all the saplings in, and we'll see what we can do to maybe speed it up. Maybe do 2 carts, maybe just upgrade this one. We'll have to figure that out. Okay, guys, you can see from the placement of the saplings that he has everything. He was able to go down every line because we have saplings down everywhere. And the cart wouldn't have placed it if it didn't come down here. So now this is all set up. So we just have to wait for him to cut it, and that's creating a problem in itself. I'd like to create a better cart, one that'll probably cut faster, and maybe that I don't have to keep supplying with diamonds. I mean, I've had to every time I log on, I have to go throw 2 diamonds into this thing. So let's see if we can find something better. Now there's a couple different wood cutters. There's a basic one. That's the one we made. That's with iron, or with the diamonds. Sorry. And with this, it doesn't really say what the durability is. But we can tell from looking at it. So that's your basic. The next one up is the hardened, right? And it requires reinforced metal. Which reinforced metal is made by stabilized metal, which is made by, hardened mesh, refined hardener. So I mean, we have to go really in depth. Now this is going to cost us diamonds, but that'll still, I mean, it works faster, right? It'll have more durability. But I mean, if we're going to make a nice cart, why not just go for broke, right? So let's go with the Galgadorian. Now to make this, we need to make the lump of Galgador, which, wow, right? We still need the stabilized metal, but we're also going to need eyes of Galgador, a block of diamonds. Now the investment's worth it, and these eyes are eyes of Ender, magma cream, fermented spider eye. I mean, that's quite a bit to get one of them. And not just that, but I mean, how many do we need per? We need 3 of them. Well, okay. We might be able to do that. So let's see here. Oh, we have no ender pearls. I think this is a good time to go adventuring. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my minium stone, and I'm going to make however many I can. Okay, I'm not going to make any more than that. Not right now. It's going to break here any minute. And let's see if we have any blaze powder. I see there's a couple. What I want to do, let me see if we have any blaze rods. Probably not. I do have a spawner that I was able to find in the end. Oh, we have 1. I can get 2, but if I go and pulverize it, then I should be able to get more than that. It's not 100% necessary, but getting more definitely helps. So now we have, looks like 8, and I'll just keep the other ones on me just in case. I'll leave my green portal here. We will go up here and let's go searching. go off in this direction. Catching them is a little more difficult. Now, the nice thing is we can move around a lot faster than, than running or anything like that. Let me relog, fix these chunk loading errors. Looks like it's still off in this direction. And of course, I'm going so fast that the terrain can't generate. So let's go ahead and check while we wait for it to. And it's still this direction. So let's go a good little while. Even though the train's not generating, we can still look up at the mini-map. Okay. I couldn't tell you whether or not we're getting closer or... Looks like it's slightly turning a little bit, so I would think that means that we're getting closer, because one nice thing is because I don't have to worry about terrain. Oh yeah, we're definitely close. Either that or it just picked up a different one. Because I don't have to worry about terrain, where? Oh, looks like it's right below us. Because I don't have to worry about terrain, I can go in a straight line and not worry about it. So let's get down there. And I don't have to worry about breath because of my helmet. So let's... I know normally going straight down isn't the best idea, but there's water. And we can fly. So what I'll do is I'll block off the water, and then that should let us go down faster. And I can hear mobs. Don't think this is quite where I wanted to be. Let me go back up and I'll double check. Yep, looks like it's right here. Right there. Well, let's try this again. Maybe it was just a lot deeper. We didn't go deep enough. I'm going to cover this up. And I'm just going to keep on going down until I find it. Oh, it was right back at the same place. Yeah, so I must have been on the right track. Where was that second one? Right. There's one. Okay, so this is the one with the water. So that'll be our way back up. That's fine. Yeah, you can hear them close because you can hear those silverfish or whatever they are. Right here. So let's go ahead and see if we can find where that portal is. No? I think we're on top of it. Yep. Those little buggers. Oh, of course, we need all of them. Well, we have 6, so we're going to need 6 more. And this is the reason that I made sure that my portal was in my base. So there we go. We have an easy way back. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night. And I know we're spending a whole lot of ender pearls to get to the end, which one of the biggest reasons is to get ender pearls. But the dragon egg is actually really good. It'll help me, get specialized bees that you can only get when you have the dragon egg. So that's number one. Number two is then I'll have an endless supply of ender pearls, and I don't have to convert iron. Because while I don't mind doing that, it's not something that I really like doing. I mean, all the time, just because it's not it's almost like it's cheating if you're converting everything. What's the point of playing the game? So let's see if we can get. Actually, that should be enough. Two. I can come back and get more later. So go ahead and pulverize these so that way we get 4 each, and then we should be able to make all of the eyes that we need. And I'll just wait for those to finish and grab them out of my network. $12. So that should be all of them that we need. And here we go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone counts. And feel free to leave any comments on any of the videos. I do try to read them all, and if I can, respond. And with that, I will see you guys later.